Hello, hi everybody. I'm gonna take off my glasses here. I might have to leave that out a little bit, but hi! I am outside. I hope that, let me check my internet connection so I can see. Oh good, we've got lots and lots of bars. Woohoo! You can now, okay, I'm sorry, Facebook is giving me all kinds of things that I can now do. So, good morning. Happy Friday. And I wanted to pop in today and just thank you for your patience as I've been wanting to do this exercise all week, and it's one of my favorites for busting through money blocks. And I know, like, those limiting beliefs, those patterns, those habits that just happen and are present and we don't even realize them. And before we start, I want to just preface this with, there can be a belief that pops up that says, I can't make money until I bust through all my blocks, right? Until I remove every single thing between me and money. I can't receive money until then. And maybe that's the belief that we're going to burn today. I don't want to give away too much, but let's talk about that first, okay? So I want you to know that you can receive exactly for who you are right now, where you are right now, what you're doing in your life right now with your blocks, right? What we're doing as we remove the blocks, I like to think of it as a faucet. I like to think of it as we are like the hot and the cold, and like we can like open up both of the valves and like the water is gushing out, right? And what can happen sometimes is, like, how like the calcium and like all the hard water and all like the crusties, like if they don't clean the sink, right? And it can like make it harder to turn the water on, and it can make it harder to turn the water off. It can make it harder to get to that flow that you want. Sometimes the little aerator piece where the water comes out gets clogged with all the hard water, right? And sometimes it can be a trickle. Sometimes it can be just not the amount that we desire for it to be. So that's why we're going to be clearing all of that out and making it so that even where you are right now in your process, you can receive money, and lots of it, right? And what we're really talking about here is lightening your energy, lightening you up, clearing out that faucet so that even more and more and more and more money can pour through for you and become financially free, which that's what it's all about. So before we start, just want to get that out there. There is not like, if this, then I can have. No. You can have now. What we're talking about is really permission. It's worthiness. It's being willing to go on the journey of like, how do I feel about money? What do I think about money? What is this? What is it? And so, and all it takes is that willingness to start looking. That is like the number one thing. So before we dive in today, to ask you, like, what is your intention? As we are working on this today. I see someone's watching. Can you hear me okay? Can you take, I got a couple people like, yay, I love this. Let me know if you can hear me. And I see Sue is there. Let me know if you can hear me. So I don't know where the chat is. They just updated so many things on Facebook. Anywho, so really, what is your intention as we're diving in today? And even after this exercise, really, when you have all of the details and all of the information about it, you can come back to this piece. And you're saying something, Jenna? Yes, yay, thank you. Wonderful. Okay, great. Okay, so I got the idea to do this amazing exercise, like I said a little earlier in the week. And it's really just an invitation to really be aware of how you feel about money, what you're thinking about money, how you feel when you spend money, right? Like, these are a great place and way to find out, right? To start to pay attention. Oftentimes, like, this can be like how we are with our body. Like, sometimes shoulder tension. Like, okay, when are you noticing that shoulder tension? Like, what's coming up? Like, is it your boss? Is it your job? Is it like you're gripping the keyboard to your computer? Like, work. Like, right? Like, this is like what, like, where, like, just how we notice in our bodies. I know I have a lot of massage therapists in here, just like we notice in our bodies. I know I have a lot of my body mind coaches. Just like you notice, what is my shoulder saying? This is how it is when we're spending money. what is my body saying? Like, what is the conversation that I'm having with money, with the energy of money? And remember, you are energy, money is energy. So if you are not on that same corresponding vibe, wavelength, right, you're going to be always just missing each other, right? You're going to be like, one's getting onto the throughway, the other, you're exiting, right? It's always going to be this mismatch. So when you can get onto the same energy, like, it really is going to flow to you so much easier, so much faster, because this is truly, so much of this is energetics, okay? All right, so I want you just to take a moment, close your eyes. And imagine that, think about some of the stories that come up for you, maybe even as I'm speaking, because all we need is the intention and the willingness, right? So even like just by listening to me these first few minutes, there might be situations that like that idea or like that memory comes in, or like, oh, when I was at the store 2 days ago, that happened, right? Because like I said, all it takes is the willingness. If we don't have to go like excavating and like with shovels and shit, like we don't need to do all of that. So, and like that's your intuition talking. Like when those like memories pop in, that's your intuition. That's, oh, here. Because as I'm asking the question, you are then asking yourself that question, and then your body, your mind is answering, okay? So just start to get clear on what some of these are. I'm going to share what some of mine are, and what you're going to do is, I wrote mine down on these little small squares of paper. So the first one is, so I took just a piece of computer paper, I cut it into strips, nice little squares, and then I wrote down some of the old ways that I would think about money. Some are still there, right? Still working on them. Like I said, we don't have to have them all solved and figured out. We can receive all the way along. So the first one is making money is exhausting. Oh my God. That was a big one for me because I was overcomplicating it, but making money is exhausting. Being rich means I have to miss time with my family. That's what that was a big one for me for a long time, because like when you think that hard work has to be exhausting and you think you have to, work really hard all the time, right? So if that's true now, how is it going to be any better? For me, I had imagined it would get worse. So I was always like, I'll just stay here. This is good. Everything's fine. And like, this is enough. I'm good, and when this bill is gone, then I'll have more money. Or when I pay that off, then I'll have more money, right? Like, that's all good too. But just bringing awareness to all the places this conversation with money is. Okay, the next one is, and this is a big one. Working is the only way I can make money. I had someone reach out to me on Facebook recently, and they had shared a story of just some beliefs that they were noticing around in their family. Like, they were doing this exercise and they were just noticing, like, oh my gosh, my child just said this. Oh my gosh, my child just says this. Like, like for an example, like even in sometimes I'll hear it from my kids, like, oh, okay, if I'm gonna make more money, I need to go pick up more hours. I need to work overtime, or I need to work more, or maybe I should get a second job, right? And yes, through working, money does come. And there's so much more support all around you of how you can make this work easier and how you can just receive, abundance in the mail. Like, I get checks in the mail all the time. And I'm like, what is this? What is that? It's really fun and it's really cool. And there's something else that's interesting. To your level of belief, how you believe money shows up is how money will show up. So for example, for me, for years, when I would want to be like, this is like way back. This is like, gosh, long time, like 2014. I would get credit card offers in the mail. Like, that was just my belief. Like, the only way that I can do this is if I have a credit card, right? 0% interest. I could pay it off in 18 months. And I would get like these exorbitant, like huge credit limits on credit cards. Like, and I'm like, oh, and as I learned more about manifesting, I'm like, that's the way it comes in for me. Like, that's the level of belief. I could never have that money in my bank account, that balance, that size. It would only be on a credit card that I could get that kind of a credit balance, right? So universe would deliver me credit card offers. So it's just really interesting. So look for the ways that you believe that money has to come to you. And if you're thinking that it only can be through work, oof, like, yeah, you're going to be working real hard. Okay. So it can be really fun ways that you can receive money, abundance. You can get easier, like, speaking opportunities. Like, that would be much easier where you don't have to work hard. You can get, like I said, money, checks in the mail. You could win the lottery. You could get, all different ways that money can come to you. You can find out you were left money by so-and-so. Someone can gift you money. It's unlimited. I can't even think of all the ways. So, but being open to that and believing that money can come to you is, in any possible way. I want you to get really creative. Maybe this is a bonus exercise. Just like walk around like, well, I could find money on the ground. I could find $20 in my wallet. I could find money in my pocket. Like, someone could give me money, right? Like, I could win the lottery. Like, just start thinking about all the possible. I could have a garage sale. Like, but someone could say, hey, can I buy that off of you, right? All of these ways. Okay. So that was for working is the only way I can receive money. So money is hard to come by. That's another one. I have to save money for a rainy day. Everybody, why are we saving for a rainy day? Why are you planning on a rainy day? And we all know that by a rainy day, we mean like a time like when money is going to be scarce. So you're basically saving for a time when money is going to be scarce, and you're planning for scarcity. I am not saying to not have savings accounts, but can we please rename them to like a slush fund or something? Or can we just rename it? It's not a rainy day. Please, because our words, our thoughts, our language is so important. And if we're like, okay, this is for a rainy day, or for like when shit hits the fan, that's what's being called in and invited. So we don't want that. Okay. So I like to rename mine. Mine's my slush fund. Okay. Cause like slush funds, there's no tracking. It's just there. It's just extra. It's wonderful. All the things. Okay. Another one is to make more money. I have to work hard. To make good money, to make amazing money, I have to work hard. And then, and this is another one. I have to pay my dues before I can be profitable. Let me just share with you that you are not time away from your goals, your money goals, your business goals, your life goals, your dreams, your vacation. Like, you are not time away from having the money to do that. You are an energy shift. You are a vibration away. Yes, it does take time sometimes to have a vibrational or energetic shift, and sometimes they can happen in just a split second, in a moment. So I want you to really think about that, of how it ties in. If you think it's going to take you a long time, if you have to pay your dues, if you haven't worked long, like someone said, like, oh, it'll take me 3 years to get this up and running. And I'm like, if that's true, then why don't you just get your LLC, get all your things, and then come back in 3 years? And because that's, that's not the case, right? We know that as we grow, our business grows. As we uncover, our healing, our business grows, right? These are synonymous. Our growth is tied to our business growth. Our personal growth and development is tied to our business growth. So yeah, if you are not time away, you are, even you want to say you are growth away, but I like to really put that into that it's a vibrational energetic shift. That is what, and how much time that takes is totally up to you, right? If we're doing all our processes and doing all the things, and we're making time for ourselves, we're honoring our boundaries, and we're doing our self-care, and we're doing whatever our rituals are for getting closer to consciousness, source, spirit, God, whatever is a higher power, if you are doing those things, the ideas and just work becomes easy. And I feel for me now, the hard part is I have so many ideas, how am I gonna make them all happen? That's the biggest thing for me right now. Okay, so we have all of our strips of paper. Okay, and you have we're cutting into a long weekend, so definitely you have time over this weekend to really think about these things. Okay, and then the part about this exercise that I love is that we're now gonna burn them. Okay, I planned on having a whole huge fire here, but of course it's pouring rain. So here's my little cover over my fire, and I got a little candle for us to just be symbolic of the fire. Okay, and so I don't know if you can see the candle. Okay, I'm gonna try and put this in the fireplace because it's dripping in this one spot. Okay, there we go. Push it. Okay, there we go. All right, stay. All right, right there. There's a good spot. Can everybody see it? I don't know if I can see it. I got the glasses back on. Oh, it'll be like our ceremonial. There we go. I think you can see it. Okay. Oh, no, it went out because it's raining. Okay. Let's try and get that again. Oh. So now what we're going to do, please, everybody, burn safely. I'm in an outdoor fireplace here. If you have a fire pit, somewhere where you can safely burn, what we're going to do is I'm going to light all of these old money stories, all of these old habits, patterns, and beliefs, and we are lighting them on fire. It's a little damp today. I don't know if everyone can see that. Oh, there they go, yay! And they are going out of here. You know, like I said, like the willingness is what it takes for this, and basically by doing this exercise, you are saying no more. This is not how I am choosing to live my life. This is how I am choosing to be with money, how I choose to feel about money moving forward. That's all it is. It's symbolic, and like I said, it's this willingness to do this, to take the time to get clear on what those beliefs are. And you know, and I know sometimes it can feel like, okay, like now I've got them, like how do I know they're removed, right? And like how do I know I don't have them anymore? And how do I know they're really gone, right? Like, which is why I love to do the fire, because all it takes is that willingness to be like, I'm done. This is no more, because you're making a decision. You're making a choice. And everything begins with choice, a decision, and I believe intention. And when you know your intention of, okay, how do I want to move forward? And that's a really great question. So like now, what are the beliefs that you want to have? So today we're going to do a little bonus, right? So now, the really fun way to put down these new intentions, put down these new habits, patterns, and beliefs, to put in the new beliefs that you want to be living with money so that money can be in your pockets, your purse, and just overflowing is, whenever you receive money, thank money. And I mean all of it, like all the time, like even if there's a penny on the ground, right? Because I think sometimes we can think, oh, that's not enough. Or if you make $1, oh, that's not enough. Like that's not significant yet. And money is like, I'm significant in any amount. I am significant all the time. So when you are saying thank you for money, and especially, yes, when you receive it and when you're spending it. So, and I share this often, I love to put hearts inside my wallet. First, I clean out my wallet, all those extra papers, all that clutter, because again, we're symbolically making space for money to flow in. I know we have debit cards, but it's just the symbolicism. I love to carry cash in my wallet so that I feel abundant, because again, this is how can I feel, how I want to feel when I'm spending money. So putting that heart into, or maybe writing a love note to your money, and being careful with your money. You know, I don't mean careful, but like respectful with your money. So when you go to spend it, whether it's on Amazon.com or whether you're at Home Goods and TJ Maxx, you know, whatever it is, I want you to be aware of like when you're putting things into your shopping cart, how are you feeling? Are you feeling, should I be spending this money? Are you feeling, is there going to be enough? Should I balance my checking account? Yes, and you should always balance your checking account. But like, these are the things of how am I feeling right now about money, okay? And how am I feeling about the things in my shopping cart? And then like, say like another thing, are you like, I should put something back? I don't know, should you? Like these are the things you got to get clear on. Like, why are you saying you should put that back? Why are you saying, or are you saying I need 2 of that because Susie would love one, right? Like really get clear on this conversation that you're having. Now, so you've gotten your items selected, they're in the cart, you're going up into the cashier's line, you're waiting in line. What are you thinking? Are you consciously thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that these products are amazing. I'm so glad I found them. I'm so blessed that that's gonna look amazing in my bathroom, or it's gonna be great for this, or it's gonna be great for my cooking, or like whatever it is, right? Really giving that gratitude. And then the most crucial thing, when you're going up to the checkout line and you're giving your credit card, your cash, your change, whatever, how are you feeling as you're turning over that money? Are you saying thank you? Are you like, here, take it, I think it's okay, I think I'll figure it out tomorrow? Or are you like, thank you, money, like, you allowed me to be able to receive this. I am so in love with these items. And you're really getting clear about what is that conversation. Okay, so we're clearing out the wallet, we're clearing out the beliefs, we're setting that intention. See? Oh my gosh, did you see that? Like, all of a sudden that sucker just kicked up. That's just my candle, like, all of a sudden. So, like, yes, energy of money, thank you, it's here with us. So really, like, all of a sudden it went whoosh, it was like almost out, and it went whoosh really quick. So really being intentional with when you're spending that money, when you're talking with money, because those thoughts, right? Like, they are the conversation you're having, and they're impacting how you feel, and how you feel is what you are embodying, and that is what you are embodying when you are shopping. That is embodying when you're paying your bills. Oh my God, you guys, I could go on for this all day, but right now I can't feel my legs because I've been kneeling for so long. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Okay, so really get clear about, clear out your wallets, clear out those beliefs. Money agrees with me. It just like went in the fireplace, and it's only a candle. The rest went out. So get clear out your wallet, get clear on, like, when you're shopping, when you're out with friends, when you're having lunch, when you're selecting menu items, all of these times get clear. How are you feeling? How do you want to feel? Like, show that gratitude, extend that gratitude. How do you want to feel when you're shopping? Feel that way. Be conscious of it in line. Be conscious of it when you're parting with the money, thanking the money for the energy exchange of what you were able to receive. This is the conversation you want to be having with money. This is how you want to be feeling as you're spending money. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun. I love this stuff. Oh, and we're going to be adding in something new on Wednesdays called Wednesday Woo. It's something I do inside my coaching programs, and it's so popular that everybody loves it. So we're going to start doing a Wednesday Woo as well. We're going to tie it in with worthiness and all the things. All right, so keep an eye out for that. Next week, have an amazing long weekend. Stay safe. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves and enjoy time with your family. All right, everybody. Bye. I gotta see, I gotta put my glasses on how to turn this thing off. There it is. Bye.